Start with a short cinematic shot from the final music video. A young woman sitting alone inside an old roadside diner at night, listening to a song through headphones. As the vocals begin, the world around her slowly transforms with the rhythm of the music. Let the music play for a moment.
One clean beat, one line that sticks. Don't paint the sky till the heart clicks. Spin it up, let it catch the room. Build that wave, then bring the bloom. Generate music first, then build MV. Generate music first, let the chorus lead.
What if you already have a song, but you have absolutely no idea how to turn it into a complete music video? Normally, you'd need a concept, actors, locations, cameras, a production team, and a lot of time and money. But what if you could simply create your music, define the story and visual direction, choose your characters and style, and turn that idea into an entire music video? That's exactly what I'm testing today with OiiOii and its MV feature. And I'm not just going to show you the final result. I'm going to build the whole music video from start to finish, including the music itself, so you can see exactly how the workflow works. So let's get started. This is OiiOii AI, an AI animation and creative platform, and today we're going to focus specifically on its MV creation workflow. The idea is pretty simple. We can start by creating or bringing in a song, define the story and visual direction, and then build the visuals around the music. What's interesting is that we're not simply pressing one button and hoping for the best. We can actually make creative decisions throughout the process, from the music and lyrics to the concept, characters, visual style, scenes, atmosphere, and final direction. Step 1. First, from the OiiOii AI interface, I'm going to open the MV creation option. Before we start building the visuals, we need a song. And if you don't already have one, OiiOii can also help you create the music directly inside the platform. So let's quickly generate one. I'm going to create an emotional pop track with female vocals and meaningful lyrics. I want the song to feel nostalgic and hopeful because that emotion is going to influence the entire visual direction of our music video. I'll enter my music direction, generate the track, and preview the result. Play a short section of the generated song with vocals. And there we go. We now have our song, including vocals and lyrics. This is important because the visuals we're going to create aren't just random cinematic shots. We're going to build them around the lyrics, mood, and rhythm of the song. Now, I'll bring this track into the MV workflow and start building the visuals around it. Now, we get to one of the most important parts of the entire workflow, telling OiiOii what kind of music video we actually want. And here's a tip. Don't just type something generic like make a cool music video. Give the AI an actual creative direction. Think about your story, characters, locations, visual style, colors, atmosphere, camera language, and most importantly, the emotion and meaning behind the song. For my project, I want to create a cinematic story about memory, connection, and moving on. The story follows a young woman who returns to a small roadside diner that reminds her of someone she lost. As the song progresses, the lyrics trigger different memories, and the diner gradually transforms into visual moments from their past. By the final chorus, she realizes that instead of holding on to the past, she's ready to move forward. So now we have a story, a character, an emotional direction, and most importantly, a concept that's directly connected to the song. That's much more useful than a simple one-line prompt. Create a cinematic, emotional music video about a young woman returning to an old roadside diner at night, a place connected to memories of someone she once loved. As the song progresses, the lyrics and emotional tone trigger visual memories of their relationship, transforming the diner into different moments from the past. During the final chorus, she accepts the memories and walks outside into the early morning light, symbolizing a new beginning. Use warm, nostalgic visuals for the memories and more natural, hopeful visuals towards the ending. Make the visuals closely follow the song's lyrics, mood, rhythm, and emotional progression. Maintain consistent character identity and visual continuity throughout the video. Once the concept is ready, we can also use reference images to guide the visuals. For example, you can upload a character reference, a location, or even an image that represents the visual style you're trying to achieve. For this project, I'm going to use a character reference because I want the main character to have a consistent visual identity throughout the music video. This gives OiiOii more visual direction and can help keep the character consistent across different scenes.
Once everything looks good, I'll click the pink arrow to submit the idea and move forward.
Now, OiiOii takes us to the next stage. From the agent chat box, we can select the MV type, aspect ratio, and other settings. For this project, I'm choosing settings that match the emotional, story-driven style I'm going for. And remember, choose your aspect ratio based on your platform. YouTube usually works best with 16:9, while Shorts, Reels, and TikTok use vertical format. Next, we get the song timeline inside the editor. Here we can review the uploaded audio, sections like the intro, verse, and chorus, along with the generated lyrics or text blocks. This helps us plan how the visuals should evolve with the music. Verses can introduce the story, while the chorus can become more emotional and visually impactful. I'll quickly check that everything has loaded correctly. Looks good, so I'll confirm and continue. Now, we get into one of the most interesting parts. Gives us options for character design, scenes, atmosphere, visual style, and other creative elements. You can use OiiOii recommendations or customize everything yourself. For my project, I'm keeping the visuals connected to the song, with nostalgic environments, intimate character moments, warm memories, and a more hopeful tone toward the final chorus. The key is to make the visuals follow the music. More energetic sections can use faster, dynamic scenes, while emotional parts can be slower and more intimate. The goal isn't just beautiful shots, the visuals should tell the same story as the music. Once OiiOii generates the characters and scenes, we can review everything directly on the canvas. If something doesn't feel right, we can adjust the character, environment, mood, or specific scenes to better match the lyrics. For my video, I'm happy with the direction, so I'll confirm everything and let OiiOii finish the music video.
Blank page, cold screen, I want the pulse first. Give me the spark, then I'll make it burst. One clean beat, one line that sticks. Don't paint the sky till the heart clicks. Spin it up, let it catch the room. Build that wave, then bring the
As you can see, the visuals follow the emotional progression of the song, from the nostalgic verses to the emotional chorus and finally the hopeful ending. And honestly, this is what I find most interesting. We started with a song, then used its lyrics, mood, and rhythm to create a visual concept. From there, we built the characters, selected the visual direction, reviewed the timeline, created the scenes, and brought everything together into one complete music video. So instead of generating random clips and connecting them later, you're making creative decisions throughout the process and building the entire video around your music. And you don't have to use this workflow only for an emotional story like mine. You could create a music video around an original character, turn a personal photo or memory into a visual story, build a narrative around your own song, create animated performances, or even develop a visual concept for a brand or product. Basically, if you have music, lyrics, an idea, a mood, or even just a visual reference, OiiOii gives you a way to start turning that idea into a complete music video concept. If you want to try OiiOii AI and create your own music video using the MV feature, I'll leave my exclusive invite link in the description and pinned comment. New users who sign up through my invite link can get extra credits to create more videos. So if you're interested in AI filmmaking and music video creation, definitely check out OiiOii and see what you can create. And make sure to follow OiiOii on its social channels to stay updated about future features and announcements. I started with a song, gave it a story, built the characters and world around its lyrics and emotion, and ended up with a complete music video. That's the power of the OiiOii AI MV workflow. If you've ever had an idea for a music video but didn't have the budget, team, or equipment to make it happen, this gives you a completely different way to bring that idea to life. That's it for today's video. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to TeckLord AI, and I'll see you in the next one.